Examining the scope of Helene damage on our rivers, News 13's Madison Smith answers the question on how permanent some of the damage is and how it may have changed the landscape.
A lot of physical damage occurred in western North Carolina during Helene, but how much of it was permanent? News 13 viewer Mary asked, "I was wondering if the local rivers are wider now after Helene." Speaking with a member of the French Broad Riverkeepers program, News 13 has learned that not only are area rivers, specifically the French Broad River, wider after Helene, but they are deeper too. With coastal hurricanes, those areas have more space for the water to move around, so the water will just rise and then fall. But because of our placement within the mountains, our mountains will funnel all of that water into smaller places, which will create a quicker transport of water through our rivers, which causes more destruction to waterways and surrounding areas.
It can bring trees that were along the river, vegetation, things like that too. And when those fall in, the entire riverbank can become less stable. And so the river can actually widen in areas. And we have seen that.
Because of this, the river also became deeper in some areas as the water digs into the channel. On top of that, the rushing waters of Helene also washed away a majority of sediment below the surface, which also leads to deeper areas. Now, there are years of work ahead of us to restore our rivers, and you're encouraged to help. To find volunteer opportunities, you can head to mountaintrue.org. And if you have a question for us, email us at ask13@WLOS.com.